During 2024, we built up a new 5-year plan. Keith obviously did a fantastic job of delivering that in 3 years, ahead of schedule, hence the transition now. So over the next 5 years, we're really going to be doubling down on our multi-X strategy. Over the last 30 years of TT's life, I think we've done a fantastic job of building out our F&O franchise, which now goes from execution all the way through to clearing. But I think the thematic in the capital markets industry is really bringing together those multi-asset, multi-workflow, multi-jurisdiction solutions. And that's going to be a key part of our growth as we go forward.
What is the state of your futures and options initiatives?
TT has been known for a long time as an execution platform, it's having one of the best, if not the best screens in the industry. But the platform's always been a lot more than that. And I think what's happened recently is that with some of the developments that we've been doing, we've been able to bring that to the fore and bring more value to our customers. So very specifically, in the order management space, we are leveraging the connectivity, the low latency global network that we've got to allow customers to connect in a number of different ways, either as a complete low-touch solution, sending fixed messages into our network, routing them anywhere you want globally. At the other end of it, for a high-touch care order, being able to pass a message into our very sophisticated order management tools that are not only very good at execution, but also very good at managing that care flow. And then, in between that sort of low touch, where somebody might want to, send a direct fixed message, but wants that to get looked after by a broker if something goes wrong anywhere in the workflow. The beauty about TT is that these things aren't, separate pieces that have been built up over the years. They're all embedded within the core platform, but going along the correct flow. So everything goes through risk management, everything goes through order gateways, but you don't get clogged up in the high touch flow if you're only doing a low touch trade. And that's something that increasingly our customers are very happy with, and we're seeing more and more people using that functionality at TT.
How does your multi-X strategy help TT?
Our multi-X strategy is around not just asset classes, but also workflows, functionality, jurisdictions. The whole concept there is to bring together all of the trading activity into a single view, into a single platform. And that's a thematic that's been going on for many, many years. Primarily, I think, led by the buy side. We've seen this desire to bring activity into a single view, because that then drives better risk management, better margin management, it reduces cost, it's more efficient. But I think it's been emphasized over the last couple of years, John, because there is much more interest in the value that the data is being able to offer people and the insights that data has. So if you can bring all of that trading activity together, you have all of that trade data in a single place, and now you can start doing things like cross-product margining, cross-product risk, multi-asset risk, and so forth.
How do traditional futures traders benefit from asset classes like fixed income, FX, and crypto?
The place to start is with execution itself. So TT has developed over a number of years some very sophisticated tools, both on the screen and also behind the scenes with APIs, to allow our clients to bring together contracts across different markets, across different asset classes, to trade whatever opportunities they see in the market. So the fact that we've now got not just, pretty much every futures exchange that is existing globally, but these other venues as well, just gives more opportunities for a trader to find an edge, whether it's a basis trade on the fixed income side, whether it's somebody who's wanting to be able to put the FX alongside, the arbitrage between US and Euro or US and Sterling, having that all sitting up there on the one platform, press go once, to execute all of those trades, is incredibly important.
I mean, fundamentally, the futures and options world is a multi-asset world, right? You're trading the derivative of the underlying, whether it's a commodity or if it's FX or if it's an equity or if it's a fixed income product. So I think that spread across all of those different asset classes demonstrates that multi-asset trading is a thing that exists and has always existed. What we're trying to do is make that more efficient. So rather than having the swivel effect of interacting with 5 or 6 different execution tools. Now a trader is able to do that all in a single place. And that, as I said, that drives a lot of efficiency, but it also reduces risk. It improves your capital utilization. So there's a tremendous amount of benefits that come from that for trading strategies that are already essentially multi-asset.
We're seeing, for example, in the power market in Europe, we launched support for that early last year. We're now adding a second market, and we're looking at the gas market to come later on in the year as well. That's something where we're seeing a huge amount of interest coming out of our customers. Yeah. As soon as there's another liquidity venue that's on the platform, traders are looking for, is there an edge that I can go after here? So, we're definitely seeing that is the direction our clients want us to go into, and give them different sources of liquidity.
How have users responded to the integration of Ateo's post-trade solutions?
Ateo was a very well-regarded company, and we've spoken with their clients, both before the acquisition, after the acquisition, and I think they've got a great reputation in the market. One of the things that TT has been able to do is to bring more people, into that Lisa clearing platform and allow them to have access to those same tools. So we are seeing that there's a large overlap with customers. The customers are very happy that we're now sitting under the same umbrella, and also very happy that we've been able to maintain that level of service on the Ateo side with Lisa and the Ateo platform that they are used to. And the integration between post-trade and pre-trade, that is something that the market is desperately needing. I come from the post-trade world. I've seen firsthand the cost of fixing issues, on top day, whether it's with allocations, whether it's with margin calls, and the amount of effort, energy, and money spent on that particular problem is enormous. Yeah. So the ability to now sort of surface that data of what's happening in the post-trade world, bringing it up to that execution and front-end platform so that people can see what's happening and fix issues in real time is something that's going to bring a lot of efficiency to that workflow. I don't pretend that TT is going to do it on our own, but alongside with other industry initiatives that are going on, we really think that as an industry, we can significantly improve what is happening on top day, reduce risk, and bring efficiency into the whole ecosystem.
Some of the drivers for these exceptions and failures are very basic. It's dislocations between market data, between your front-end system and your clearing system. So just fixing some of these fairly basic issues is going to help us improve STP, or as you say, it's an industry-wide problem, not just a TT problem. But I also think, back to data, the ability to surface some of the sort of post-trade data into the execution tool, so traders really understand what activity is driving inefficiencies in the post-trade world. I think that gives them a different ability to engage with their clients about then how to fix and improve some of those things as well. The data tends to be very linear. It goes from front to back. And what we're looking to do is actually make that a little bit more of a feedback loop. Yeah. So that post-trade data starts surfacing itself in the front office as well.
Absolutely.
What emerging technologies are you keeping your eye on?
Let's start with TT being pretty much the first execution platform to adopt the cloud. So back in 2011, when we went through our re-architecturing work, that was a very primary focus of ours, was to adopt modern technologies, move towards component-based services, service-oriented architectures. That's put us in a fantastic spot. So there's a lot of legacy technology in capital markets. And I think those solutions and the companies that support those solutions are going to have to go through a very similar digitization approach that TT did through that sort of 2011 to 2021 time period. So we're in a spot today where we have this modern architecture, cloud native. That now gives us the ability to look at introducing things like AI into the platform very, very easily, because you have that open architecture, you have the API framework that allows us to do that. But in terms of what is the future, I'm always a little careful about not predicting because sometimes those predictions come back to haunt you. But I think we are moving towards a space where we have much more data-driven or analytical-based trading activity. where companies really use data to drive their trading strategies and drive their decision making. So we are already working today on introducing AI into the platform. We have areas around our data analytics and our surveillance where that has happened. And as we go forward, I think we're going to see more of that adoption into the actual execution activities as well.